Once upon a time there was a magical unicorn named Starlight who lived in a beautiful forest surrounded by tall trees and colorful flowers. Every morning Starlight would wake up and greet the woodland creatures who were her friends. She especially loved playing with the rabbits and deer who lived nearby. One sunny morning, Starlight was playing tag with her rabbit friends when she noticed a faint glow coming from the meadow beyond the trees. What could that be, she wondered. The curious unicorn decided to go investigate. As Starlight got closer to the meadow, the glow became brighter and brighter. She stepped into the clearing and gasped in astonishment. There, right in the middle of the meadow was a big rainbow glowing and sparkling in the sunlight. Starlight slowly walked up to the rainbow. She had never seen anything like this before. The rainbow was emerging from a small pond and arching up into the sky. The colors were so vibrant: fiery reds, sunny yellows, grassy greens, ocean blues and vibrant violets, all shimmering and swirling together. Starlight reached out her horn to touch the rainbow. As soon as she made contact, the whole rainbow began to shake and shimmer even more. Starlight jumped back in surprise as the rainbow started to transform right before her eyes. The colors separated from each other, the reds and yellows melting away from the blues and violets. Suddenly Starlight realized what was happening. The rainbow was revealing a magical pot of gold. The gold pot sparkled and shone at the foot of the rainbow. Starlight slowly approached again, her eyes wide. The pot was overflowing with gleaming gold coins, glittering jewels, and sparkling treasure. The unicorn couldn't believe her luck. A real rainbow pot of gold! Starlight exclaimed. Just then, Starlight heard a small voice with a thick Irish accent behind her. "Well now, that there's my pot of gold, lassie." Starlight turned to see a friendly leprechaun in a green top hat and buckled shoes standing there. "Top o' the mornin' to ya," he said with a twinkle in his eye. The leprechaun explained to Starlight that she had discovered his magical rainbow that leads to his hidden pot of gold. "You must be very lucky to have found it," he told her. Starlight apologized for disturbing his gold, but the leprechaun reassured her that she was welcome to take a small gift from the pot as a reward for her discovery. Starlight was overjoyed. She looked into the shimmering pot of gold, trying to decide which gift to choose. Finally she selected a beautiful gold and emerald bracelet that was nestled among the treasures. "This will look lovely with my rainbow mane and tail," she said. The leprechaun smiled and placed the bracelet around Starlight's front hoof. "Thank you so much," said Starlight. "I will treasure this gift forever as a reminder of this magical day." The leprechaun told her she was most welcome and then bid her a good day as he disappeared with his rainbow and pot of gold. Starlight pranced back home, her new bracelet sparkling in the sunshine. She couldn't wait to tell all her woodland friends about her unbelievable discovery. When Starlight returned to the forest, all of the rabbits, deer and birds gathered excitedly around to hear her story and admire her beautiful new bracelet. The animals were amazed that their friend had found a real rainbow pot of gold. That night, Starlight couldn't sleep, she was too excited about her magical adventure. She tossed and turned thinking about the shimmering rainbow colors and glittering pot of gold. Starlight decided that tomorrow she would venture out again to see if she could find any more surprises hidden at the end of rainbows. There must be more magical places and creatures out there waiting to be discovered. The next morning, Starlight set off early before her woodland friends were awake. She trotted to the meadow searching for another rainbow, but everything was still and quiet. But suddenly, a small dark cloud appeared overhead. Starlight looked up excitedly as a gentle rain began to fall. Before long, she spotted a colorful arch starting to shimmer through the raindrops. It was another rainbow. As Starlight watched in awe, the rainbow grew bigger and fuller, the colors gleaming brightly against the gray sky. She followed the arc of the rainbow which led to the far side of the meadow, ending at an enormous oak tree. Starlight eagerly hurried over to the tree, certain there would be more magical treasure at the end of this rainbow. But as Starlight arrived at the rainbow's end, all she found was a huge, gnarled oak tree. She searched the roots and base of the trunk, even peering up into the branches. But there was no pot of gold here. Starlight sighed in disappointment. Perhaps more than one rainbow needed to appear before the gold would be revealed. So Starlight decided to wait. She settled down under the oak tree, and before long, the gentle rhythm of the falling rain had lulled her to sleep. Starlight napped peacefully beneath the tree, comforted by the pitter-patter of raindrops on the leaves above her. When Starlight awakened a little while later, she was thrilled to see the rainbow was still visible through the storm. Not only that, but a second rainbow had appeared right next to the first one. As Starlight watched the twin rainbows in excitement, she noticed they were both slowly moving and curving down behind a hilltop that she hadn't explored yet. Starlight quickly got to her hooves and trotted after the rainbows. She had a feeling they were leading her somewhere special this time. As she reached the crest of the hill, Starlight's eyes widened in amazement. There below her were the two rainbows, their colorful arcs joined together to create a wide spectrum of dazzling light. And their joined pots of gold sat side by side, overflowing with glittering treasures. "I knew there would be more rainbow magic," Starlight cried joyfully. She pranced down the hillside and walked back and forth between the two pots, admiring their treasures, sparkling gems, gleaming pearls, delicate glass figurines, and more golden coins than she could count. Starlight carefully looked through the riches, wondering which gift to pick. Finally she decided on a delicate glass unicorn figurine with a golden horn and hooves. It would be the perfect reminder of her magical rainbow adventures. Just then the two leprechauns appeared to claim their rainbow pots of gold. Starlight showed them the glass unicorn and asked if she could take it. "'Tis all yours, lassie," they cried, tipping their green hats. The leprechauns told Starlight to always follow wherever the rainbows lead, and she'd be sure to find wonder and magic. Starlight thanked the little men and balanced the glass unicorn figurine on her back as she headed home to the forest. She couldn't wait to display the two treasures from her rainbow journeys in a special place for all to see. When Starlight returned home, her woodland friends were amazed to see her glass and gold unicorns. They couldn't believe she had been on another magical rainbow adventure. The rabbits and deer crowded around Starlight, eagerly waiting to hear the story of her discovery. That night, Starlight proudly placed her rainbow unicorns on display outside her home, where their glass and gold surfaces glowed in the moonlight. The jewelry and treasures she had found were certainly wonderful, but the real value lay in the magical adventures Starlight had experienced. As the unicorn settled down to sleep that night, she wondered what sort of journey lay ahead tomorrow. Would she find magical creatures at the end of the rainbow? Or a secret passage to an enchanted kingdom? As Starlight yawned and closed her eyes, she realized it didn't really matter what she found. The true magic was in the joy of exploring life's wonders each day. And Starlight couldn't wait to see where the rainbow would lead her next.